This historic stadium, home to the Iron Horse and the Great Dane, to Wilson and Alvarez. Camp Randall Stadium in Madtown, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Jayhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Wisconsin's offense will get the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
He's looking for a man on second down. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Let it bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Rivers. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
A nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And a nice job by the running back finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Kansas offense will take the field for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
The quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's Proctor. Pressure coming. And they fail to hook up on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Leaves it with the running back. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Quarterback checking the play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Kansas. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They're trying to get to it. Finds his tight end. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive, I think this guy has some of those traits too.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Might as well stick with him. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Badger!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Proctor. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Turns it on at midfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Getting some heat. He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Wisconsin, and they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Scanning the field, it's Proctor. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Back to the line after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 37.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
They'll try the right side. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Now, a 4th down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive runs.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Badger! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Wisconsin, Kansas, 7. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes the easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. After run, now throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Knight. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quarterback extends the play, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wants to return it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Complete to start this drive. And good. Defense just a short game.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
He now has 110 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Shakes off a tackler. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They're testing the right side here. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. Trying to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wants to throw. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Back to pass. It's Proctor. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He'll take the deep shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Unloads it left. He's got an open man. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Coming after it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Throwing right. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On third down, going up top. Got his man in the middle. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Badgers will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Kansas offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on second and long from the 6. Dropping back, it's Proctor. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing. Lofts one high and deep. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 30. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is...
Throw to the end zone, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's past the 30. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Proctor. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, and letting them get some positive yards.
He's not... He'll lose a couple. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Still on his feet at the 45. And there they go again, another huge gain on the ground. This guy is rolling over 150 yards on the day. But let's give a doff of the fedora to the guys who are making the Travis Fredericks of the world proud.
I don't know what you just said, but I know that means the offensive line is blocking really, really good up front, making holes. And when you're at Wisconsin, you get featured. You touch the rock, and that's why you have big days of production like today.
He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple. Stops at the 18.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back, cat-like quickness?
He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the beatdown has ensued.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Working that left side now. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Proctor. On the run, fires downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Takes the handoff. It's Ruiz. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Jayhawks decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the ground. He's got it again. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This offense has a second down play. Running back searching for a hole. He breaks the tackle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. To the ground with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to Cases, 3rd and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun. Now he's going to break the pocket. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He's looking to throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Proctor. He's got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Jayhawks are flying down the field. to the air on first down. This one's complete. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Back to the air one more time. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
Well, the defense is going to have to find an answer for this tight end down in the end zone. You cannot allow that guy that much space.
And after the extra point, they trail 35-17. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it, we didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Badgers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Looking for the end zone on 2nd and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Badger! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Maryland is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. They're trailing by 14 to Indiana. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes a connection. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He's going to pass. That's reeled in. It's Punga. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Another incompletion on third down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next week.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, beat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they
grabs it at the 25-inch stride. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pocket starts to collapse. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. The Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pound it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. When you know